Guys, welcome to your Moon in Leo reading. Oh, I'm so excited to be back. I've missed a few moon readings, but you know where I am. And you know how this goes. You don't actually have to have any placements in the sign of Leo, and you don't have to be watching this when I make this video. If it finds its way to you and it seems like it resonates, then it's for you. And if it doesn't resonate, I would invite you to back pocket it, because chances are that there's something for you and it just hasn't come into your conscious awareness as yet. After all, you were able to manifest it in front of you, right? That's a lot. So if you'd like to work personally with me, ding, you know exactly where to find me. I have not changed. You can find me at my Etsy page. And if you would like to just enjoy more of the free content that me and my guides put out, you are more than welcome to come and watch everything or nothing or something. Anyway, let's just jump right in. I'm really getting under this transit moon, and just generally, because you guys know I call it the moon readings, but I'm just looking at the energy, that the collective energy that's going on while this moon is transiting. And I feel a lot of justice energies. You know, as I'm starting to say this, my throat chakra is starting to like give out. Can you hear it? Help. So let's unpack this for a second. For some of you, I feel this is definitely related to the karmic stuff. All of a sudden I saw 1 minute 22 seconds. It actually looked like 11 minutes 22 seconds. So there are some of you, if not you, then people adjacent to you, that are afraid of karmic repercussions. They're going through karmic courts, whatever this is. It's interesting because you guys know I almost said travel. Wow, I keep getting that a lot of Libras are traveling and such, but I'm just like, I'm not going anywhere. But I guess I just said it, so let me just keep an eye out. But what I was going to say is, you guys know that I do a lot of channeling, but apparently traveling. I do a lot of channeling. I don't necessarily go out and like try to read books and find this out and find that out. So today, for the first time in my life, I heard this term spiritual court. I was like, what? Court, you know, I always just say karmic courts, and to me it's just, this is what comes through for me. 2 minutes 22 seconds, it just comes through, meaning that's just it. I know this is what it is being transmitted to me, but I'm not out here like, oh yeah, and the court's on the corner of 4th and Main, like I don't know. But today I'm just seeing that around, and so I just had this thought like, oh, I guess I'm the last one to have physical world confirmation of such a thing, right? So maybe it exists, maybe I don't know, but somebody is up in the courts these days, so on another level, and that is a message that's been coming through. Thank you. So that's one of the things that I'm feeling, the apprehension, the fear, and you know how it is with litigation. It's kind of the same somewhere else, and maybe the receipts are even more reliable elsewhere, right? But another reason that I'm picking up from some of you in the throat chakra is I'm picking up, for a quick minute there, I thought it felt dietary for some of you. But as soon as I started looking at that energetic frequency from some of you that was coming in, it tried to hide. So for somebody here, then there are many reasons why our energies try to hide. It's trying to hide from us sometimes. So from ourselves, right? This is how we push things out of the way sometimes. But just watch that. There could be dietary things that are going on in the throat area. For somebody else, it almost feels like somebody's hand is like choking the throat area for you, and I'm seeing a bag connected to that. And when I say a bag, I mean the slang bag. You know, we're talking money, you know, those ends. So some of you you're going through some type of, I want to say metamorphosis, or some type of, there may be a connection that somebody that you're connected to, related to how you make your money, that is giving you the squeeze on your throat. Now I'm really being told to tell you, if that is you and you know what that is, that whatever you're engaged in is a pay to play kind of situation. I did hear pay to play monarchy, so that's even very specific. You'll know if that's for you. But you're in a pay to play situation, meaning, and I don't want to call up the archetype of prostitution here, but you know, it's the idea of selling oneself here. So just watch that whatever you're getting into, that you pay very close attention to who you're getting into it with, and what it is that you are and I'm hearing the words ironically, what it is that you're ironically, because you may be saying you're not getting into it for the money and you're not doing it for this and that, but the guides are saying watch what you are ironically getting yourself into, what you're honestly at a deep-seated, if you're being honest with yourself, why am I really doing this? If it's about making the money, then be honest with yourself about it. If it's actually, because I get that you might be saying that it's more humanitarian, but it's actually about that money, and so what, right? But the point is that you are dealing with people who kind of have a vice-like grip around your throat. So that's the pay-to-play thing. So in a sense, don't sell out for the sake of money. Okay, that's someone's grandmother coming through as well. Right? So, when these energies come through, some of us, we may be like, that's not for me included, right? But I know well by now to just wait and see how the energies unfold and see what kind of manifestations or details in your life align with that message, and then just be on the lookout, be vigilant, not hyper vigilant, but vigilant, and do your due diligence. Anything else there? I want to say guilt in the throat chakra. Of course, that's there for a lot of people, but it's almost like I'm feeling karmic repercussions, but not from a karmic courts or anything. More like if you are turning right to go on a new way, maybe there are people who are left behind. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be a significant other who you may be experiencing guilt about, or you may be experiencing, as you're trying to turn this way, them trying to hold on to you. And this is all going on the energetic level. Okay, so by now, if you follow me, I'm a really big proponent of looking at incoming energy and really practicing to tell when things are coming in, when the tides are shifting, when the wind has shifted, when a leaf blows by and gives you a message. So use these moments when the guides are bringing forth to you what's happening to really take a moment and look in your life and say, hey, can I sense this energy? Does this relate to me? It's all practice. That's what we're here for. And I do want to make it known that 4 different decks wanted to work with you guys. Actually, 3 did today, but this 4th one, the Lemuria cards, I only use when we're really, how cute, when we're really getting downloads. Okay, the guides just said magical downloads. So when I say downloads, I mean really high frequencies coming in, our light codes, all of that. And sometimes they're not so easily translated. So we're going to start with that, and then we'll just lay these cards and see what else is going on. And I'm going to have a seat. Okay, hopefully it's still loud enough. For 1 second. Feeling Gemini energy on the deck already, so let me just go ahead and flow that back a little bit. So I'm creating space. So for all of us, we're going to create an open space here, and everyone's kind of getting back a little bit, which is good, because I felt a little crowded for a second there. They're so funny. I just saw everyone oh yeah, okay, let me have a seat. Okay, just as I stood up. All right, 1. Oh gosh, look at that eyeball. 2. Thank you. 3. I'm just feeling justice ringing out. It's literally justice. I just want to say, hey guys, justice, 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 justice. This is exactly what I want to say. 8 minutes 44 seconds. There's no way to do anything but say that right now. So a lot of you, I would be very surprised. For those of you who are really sensitive, I would be very surprised if you said that you were not picking up on justice themes. So whether you caught an old episode of Night Court, yes, I'm dating myself, I don't care. You know what I'm talking about, Night Court. Or if you saw something about a judge somewhere, or just anything, any themes on the side of a bus, that's the energy that's in the space, right? Stepping right through, yes. Okay, what does this say? High heart chakra, I love it. Look at that, there's the heart. Okay, so there's a little bit of stuff going on. Okay, now I'm hearing the all-seeing eye sees everything, right? Just like the government let's keep it 100. Just like the government sees everything that's going on, it knows that people are selling certain things out of their trunks, or selling these out of their garages, or going against this penal code to sell that and that. But the government the police, whoever you want to say, is going to be selective about what they prosecute and when, because there's just a lot to do. But every now and then, there's something that even they have to zone in and on. And when you're under that radar, that eye, it's got to be addressed. So this is this energy that I'm getting. You see this eye here? It's like the eye has been, the eye of God, source energy, whatever this court energy is that's coming through. It's, it's all over. It's omniscient. It's seeing everything, right? But for some reason, whoever you guys are, look at, I just saw in this dragonfly these eyes. For the first time, I just noticed that. Whoever you are, and this whole energy, I'm just pointing here. I don't know what's going to go here, but whoever you are, spirit is, they're watching something about your life, and there's adjudication that's involved, and I do feel that it's on your behalf, right? So it just feels like you've been, I want to say, the words that are coming to mouth are vindicated. I'm getting demarcated, enlightened, not enlightened, and not alighted, but enlightened. We'll go with that, right? So I just feel, and Spirit is saying they're paying attention to you now. So a lot of you may have been feeling really under the weather. Some of you may actually be feeling sick, 11 minutes, 33 seconds, or you may be feeling, or may have been feeling for quite some time, under pressure. And I'm talking energetic pressure. And of course, because it's energetic pressure, and then you add the idea of time to it, the existence of this time to it, then it has to have broken through into your physical. And so you may even say, yes, I was living under karmic pressure from this person or that person, or this was going on in my life. It was very heavy. It was very hard, Jay. Whatever you want to say, by now you should be seeing it lift. It's almost like some ban, like when a ban is lifted of some sort, you can feel people are dancing in the street. So there's something here that has been looked at, and somebody has taken a special interest in you in some way. Now, how does this manifest for you guys down here? For some of you, this opening, you see her stepping through, and then literally she's right through here, super cute, all through the heart. This is how we know it's the divine. There's an eye. When I was looking for the eye here, I was like, oh, is there another eye in here? And then I see this now here, and then here, and then here. And then look, this is you. You've been seen by the eye of love, and you're popped right through. And now these little bubbles have hearts in them. So now you're at a higher frequency. And oh my gosh, I just high heart chakra. So this is a divine detailing, divine cleansing. Imagine going to get your car washed. Okay, great. Yeah, you saw the shaman, great job. But then you every now and then Spirit steps in and really gives you the cleanse. That's like getting the car detailed, right? So you've been divinely detailed. They've seen you. They've looked at your case, they've done whatever, and now you're out. And they're saying like you're a bright shining example for the foots to follow. The foots, I'm literally translating as it's foots, not feet, foots. So maybe 13 minutes 31 seconds said that way for a specific reason. So, and look, her foot is not there. Oh, where's her foot? Oh my gosh. Okay, so see, there's some type of connection there, and we'll go with it. But Spirit is saying it's nice. I love this. Oh shoot, I love that. That's so beautiful. Okay, they just told me what they meant. Her foot isn't her feet, but her foot is missing here from the picture because they're being washed, right? You know how people wash the feet of Jesus, right? Someone washed the feet of Jesus. And, we are coming up to Easter, God bless, right? So Spirit is saying you're a shining example for the foots to follow. We can see these people's feet as they're coming in this same vein at some point, because they too will have their feet washed. They will be seen. They will be, cared for. They will be carried through. So this is a very beautiful energy that we're seeing here. So I love this feeling, but it's a lot of justice energy, and I really have to be honest, it feels like there's no other way to say it, but I was going to say, it feels like karmic courts, like just courts on another in another dimension, but they're saying superior court. So maybe that means something, right? Thank you, Spirit. God bless. Wow. What are we doing out here, guys? Let me get some water. I was just thinking as I was sipping that a lot of you may be relating to this energy. I do feel motherly energy around you here as well. So some of you may be having issues like this stuff playing out in relationships with your mom. God bless you. But I feel that some of you may be waiting and may have been waiting actually for the past 4 months for the other shoe to drop. And I'm just being told it's not going to drop. And they're saying if anything's going to drop, it's going to be at the 6-month mark. So 4 months ago, it'll be like 2 months. Look at, I said as I said that, this flipped over. I looked up, it was 15 minutes, 44 seconds. And so I was going to say 4 months ago. So in 2 months from now, what month are we in? We're going into April, right? So in 2 months from now, if anything's going to drop, it's going to be then. And it's not going to be you. They're saying, wow. It's almost like you're so cute. You know, when we see these, what are they called? Not panhandlers. Remember back in the days when gold miners, thank you. And they have the little strainer and they're in the water and they're like, shh, just try and see if they can get some gold nuggets, but all the water goes out. So they're trying to just capture some gold, right? So imagine you're so cute, you and your family and all these other people, whoever the adjudication is about and whatnot, you guys are all being shaken by spirit, and then, you know, all the stuff is going through, but everybody else goes, right? But you're still there. Maybe two of you. Who's this other person? 1, 2, 1, 2. Who's this other person? I don't know. The plot thickens. I could already feel my twin-spired viewers like, yeah, I know, I'm with you, right? Who is this other person? I don't know, but it's like you're not going to drop. The shoe is going to drop for some people in 2 more months, but you, if you're watching this video, it's not going to be you. That's what I'm getting. All right? Phew. Now, I'm not trying to get into the twin stuff, but you know me, guys, I gotta report as it's coming through to me. But I do see, look at the 2 here, and they literally look alike. And telepathy, and as a lot of you guys know, if you are on the twin flame journey, telepathy, look, I cannot make this up. Telepathy is one of your main ways of communicating with your twin. You know, not everybody, but I'm just saying. They're like, not everybody. Ooh, I know you're going to hate seeing this, my 20 people. Bam. Sorry. I'm sorry. Time out. Okay. Respect the time out. That's the message. They're coming through saying, we validate you. Yes, love is in the air. But you see how they took, there's no love is in the, it's just air. They're like, get some air. Return to you, literally return of Aphrodite. Return to you, get yourself back together. Look at the mirroring. Return to you. I'm just hearing somebody say, he's in the heart. Okay? Because who's in the heart? Who's in the heart? He is. Your twin, because obviously I doubt we have any male twins watching for their female counterparts, their feminine counterparts. Remember, biology doesn't matter here, but he's in the heart. But who else is in the heart? You are. You're in the heart, and so is the divine, right? The divine heart, your inner divinity, right? So that's what you need to be focusing on. That's a timeout. So it's almost like, it's just like a little, oh, look, yeah. Dreams, yep, see? It's almost like they're just giving this shout out to those watchers or those viewers who are, oh, guys, stop it. I'm talking to you and I look down and I see her, and I moved this because I expected to see another card and it was all empty. Oh my God, you guys, I'm in the feels. Get me out of the feels, guys. So yeah, so Spirit is saying we acknowledge what you're going through, but we want to remind you again that you're on a timeout from your twin. And for those of you who think you're on the twin flame journey, but you're actually not. And there are other things going on. That message was for the actual twins, okay? The actual ones who have it. But it still applies to you in the sense that time out, time to step away from the discourse and from the this and that. No one's going anywhere, 20 minutes. No one's going anywhere. Speaking of no one's going anywhere, this was the card, if you rewind, this was the card that was kind of under here when I was here. And it just returned right there. Okay. Speaking of return, receptivity. Let's get back to the general population watching this video. So, oh no? Okay, my bad, guys. Yeah, we're still over here. Just as I said that, it felt like, yeah, okay, thank you. Okay. Time out. Time out. If you're on a twin flame journey and you're watching my videos, then just to sum up, Spirit has said, hey, we see you. Yeah. They're real. They're cool. They're out there, doing their thing. But right now, it's time for you to take time out and watch for yourself. And not only watch, literally say watch for yourself, because this is what I was going to say. This energy, your higher self, is sending you information, light codes, literally information that will be whispered to you as you sleep. You're being sent and funneled into, not funneled, directed into, funneled for some of you because you're really of a watery persuasion. Some of you may be heavy Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, right? But directed to people that you're going to work with. So if you're going to be paired with a coach or a shaman or a healer, or for somebody here, this is about writing children's books. That's for you. God bless you, right? They're pairing you up now. It's almost like you can't stay so focused on one thing that is eclipsing your entire life. Because when you do that, you're not opening yourself up for all the other stuff that needs to come in, like your creative projects. And yes, some of you will be, if it is in your destiny to have a physical union with your twin, and then you best believe that there will be some work to be done in terms of like service, capital S, God bless. But, it's not like, oh, I'm going to spend my whole life looking for this person, feeling, yearning, longing, all of this. And then when we get together, finally, we're going to get everything together. Like, no, it's like, get started now, 22 minutes, 11 seconds. Interesting, the 22 is before the 11 because you can't put the cart before the horse. Usually we think 11, then 22, right? But here we are putting the cart before the horse, 22. 22 minutes, 22 seconds. This is alignment. When you get into 22 mode and you're working with spirit, and if it's time for this person, they will meet you at 22 as well. Okay. So thank you so much for listening, and thank you guys for so much for mentioning that. I'm getting the image of a spider, 22 minutes 44 seconds. So some of you may be dealing with spider energy at this time. Wow. Speaking of, now we're moving on to another part in this collective. Look, another part in this collective. We're no longer talking to our twins. We're talking to those of you who are dealing with some type of connection. They're saying very loud and clearly, karmic connections. Okay, time out. Part of me is like, dude, are we doing like a twin flame reading? Like, what is this? Now we're getting into karmics. Are we getting the soulmates next? It's happening. But I'm just going to say time in because I'm just following the guidance right now. The guidance is leading me to talk about those of you who are in a twin-spired karmic connection. So some of you feel like you found the one. Some of you may be engaging in the runner chaser thing. Some of you, if you're loving from afar, you need to come up to the front of the room and sit in this chair because we need to talk. We need to talk, okay? If it ain't here, it should be clear. Okay, that's what they're saying. And they're like, thank you everybody, and you're like, thank you. And now you've gotten that message, and you're getting back up and going back to your seat. Thank you for coming and being a good sport about it. They're saying, look out, look at what's going on, look out. And they're saying look out because for some of you, you are getting, you're under the impression that there's a certain person that's for you. Some of you may know who this think you know who like you may have a name and a form attached to it. You may well have been with this person at one point, and when I say one point, I'm getting that it may very well not even be in this lifetime. Like I'm seeing somebody's past lifetime with a person that they are kind of dealing with in a Roman capacity. So this person is coming through looking like in Roman Roman guard wear, like the outfit that they would wear. I'm just seeing that there, so that should be just for somebody here. But some of you are dealing with past life connections, karmic connections that are like entangling you. You're entwined. This is where the spider is coming through. And I'm being told here that what's happening is it's almost like you're living two timelines at once. Now, I know that's kind of like, wait, but how, Jay? How, Jay Bear? Well, how do we do that? Well, you're here in the physical, but you're a part of you. There's a part of you, an aspect of you that still remembers that other lifetime, because, well, it's an aspect of you that is active right now and needs to be gently, because we do gentle on this channel, gently and lovingly integrated into the here and now. And part of that means that you, as the conscious mind person who is in charge of this vessel and this vehicle, you, the new personality this lifetime, have to remember what's going on here. You remember. Yeah, the guys are saying remember. I was going to say have to acknowledge what's going on here, but yeah, they're saying remember what's going on here. So this is about you bringing awareness to a past life aspect of you that's running the show right now. This past life aspect of you is all intertwined like this, all hugged up, all booed up energetically with this other person's energy. And that's not the path in this lifetime. And so, and I've had this. This is not fun. This is a cry for help. Okay. And when I say, I'm laughing, but because we're just being light about it here. But when I say a cry for help, this is a cry for help for like energetic, 26 minutes, 26 seconds, energetic healing. Come see me, okay? Because this is all about just talking and engaging with this aspect. Like, we see you, we see that you're yearning, we see that this yearning, this longing, this wanting to be with whoever this ex is in this lifetime, or maybe it's somebody that you saw once, or you keep thinking is going to be your person, or just whoever. This is because of past lifetime ties. And the reason, and you may be like, I don't know why, I just can't get out of this, I can't get past this person. And it may be described away in this lifetime as a limerence, for example. Remember, Limerance, I believe it's 1M. Go check that out. But these are past lifetime ties, and it's like a spider, it's all entwined. And so you are being encouraged to work with this part of you. What is this part of you that can't let go of this other person? Because it's very clear that this is not the group of twins, okay? This is a karmic relationship that has a heavy dose of past lifetime entanglements going on. Let me just go ahead, take a sip here. Now listen, everyone came for Jada when she used the word entanglement, but I will tell you, energetically speaking, yes. Entanglement, that's what that looks like. It's energy that's entangled. And generally speaking, what we're seeing is like just a part of you just clinging. Have you ever been in a room, if you're in a room of people, just minding your own business, you're shopping, you're whatever, or better yet, you're at a party with everybody. Two people may be on opposite sides of the room, but when you see what's going on in their non-physical parts, you see them just clinging to get together, or they're just straight up making out, or just whatever, the sexual tension. But then when you tune back into the physical, and you see this one's over there, glancing over there every few minutes, and this one's over here doing something else, but they are very aware of each other in that room. We may even see them looking at each other, smiling, flirting, but they're going at it on another level. If you have the sight, you will see this go on, right? Sometimes you could feel it. It's palpable. And so, hold on. Okay. And so, sorry about that. So this is kind of what's happening. You, in a very glib way to say, it's time to move on, but it's going to have to be a gentle process, okay? So some of you, I wonder which side are you in? If you thought you were in the twin flame side and you've been seeing a spider around, or just I said twin flame was 29 minutes, 29 seconds, just to show you that's a real thing. That some of you are really there. But I do feel that they're talking also to some of you, 29 minutes 39, that you're not actually there. This is just a non-physical part of you that is living out a connection that was for really reals going on in a past. Or even so on another timeline. It's just not this one. Speaking of, what's this? And this. Oh, I'm getting third party now for whoever this is. Wow, okay. Done one of these readings a long time. So, look at me fighting it, guys. I'm fighting it. Okay, let me stop fighting it because these messages have to come through. Going back to the same card here, when I saw same pile, when I saw 2939 for those who are on a karmic journey that is very much with that spidery energy and such, I'm seeing third party big time. I saw with the 3 and I didn't mention it, and then I just saw these 2 cards come out, and I see this one wants to be here. So whoever this other person is, I have to be honest, this now we're getting into the realm of a personal reading, so you know where to go. You can find me. I do offer love readings, the Swan Rose love readings, pretty fun. Okay, or you can do the soul contracts reading, where we look at up to 3 people and their soul contract connections to you, and you'd be surprised. But anyway, that aside, this person may actually be with someone else, or I'm getting tempted. Ooh, okay, see, or tempted 31 minutes 13 seconds, that's 3113, with somebody else. So we may actually be in the same deck here with these karmics and past lifetime stuff. But I feel it's almost like could be splitting into 2, where some of you are not having that past lifetime limerence thing going on, but you're still dealing with somebody who may have like a third party situation going on there. And guess what you're not seeing? This is you, right? The unseen. Look at this. This is going to be somebody who's probably pretending to check for you, because look at the mirroring. I'm looking this way. I'm looking this way. But what you don't see is this. Temptation, right? Is what I'm getting. Let's pull a card. God bless you for the connection. Oh, wow. Oh, two cards. But look at all this. This is secrets. These are secrets. What's going on over here? I'm getting clown energy is what the guide's saying. Somebody's saying clown energy. Someone is coming heavy with that clown energy. And look, this energy just chose which card to show me, receptivity. So some of you may be about to, they may be giving you this attention, a lot of attention, giving you gifts, giving you the intention or conveying to you an intention to take this relationship into a higher commitment of some sort. I don't buy it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. No, look at this. No, literally turn around and look at this. Now let's look at the 2 cards that are connecting this connection. Yes. Farewell to the moon. This is like stop. This is the time to cut this off. Wake up. 33 minutes, 11 seconds. Because you're way past putting the cart before the horse. This is no longer 22 before the 11. We want to see 11:22. We actually want to see 22:22, but 11 turns to 22, right? And then we have 22:22. But here we have 33:11. Like, what's going on? There's a lot going on here that you're not seeing. Spirit is saying it's time to cut past the illusions and get back down to ground zero, reclaiming your authenticity. And the only way to kind of do that, and of course, everything is done gently, 33 minutes, 44 seconds. You see the 44 along with your 33? It's gentle. This is going to be a gentle revelation. Okay, 33 minutes, 55 seconds. As you guys know, the guides have been talking a lot about revelation energy recently. And basically what they're meaning is that they're revealing to you things that you have before now been unable to see. Now, I want to say unwilling to see, and that is definitely part of it. But in a sense, you were unable to get past your unwillingness in order to see. So you see the unwillingness is there, but it's your inability still to get past that unwillingness. Now, why? Because you had needs. Sometimes when our needs to be seen and heard and to feel good and to feel like things are familiar, or just to whatever it is that we keep trying to sell ourselves as needing, in lieu of connecting to the divine, 34 minutes 44 seconds, all you need is inside of you, the God within, your inner divinity, source energy, your higher self. This is within. And for those of you who have already come out of this stage in your life, or a stage in your life where you've been yearning and longing, and the guides almost said learning, they were saying, right? Some of you are already past this lesson. And so you understand what I mean when I tell you you're no longer in that place of looking outside of you for something. But some of you are still in this, and so you're perceiving yourself as having an emptiness and a void. And so that means that you perceive of yourself, whether you're aware of it or not, as having a need, and that need is unmet. And so therefore you have a yearning, and the way that you choose to fill it is not with drugs, not with alcohol, not with excessive travel, not with bullying other people, or maybe some of these things, I don't know, not with overwork, but with getting into relationships, thinking that a relationship is going to give you what it is that you're looking for. It's not. And so what you're really looking for, some of you, because you haven't healed yourself, is you're looking for someone to keep you stuck in this cycle of abuse, because it's probably something you're familiar with, the gaslighting, the limerances, the breadcrumbing, right? The running and chasing, all of this, the not being seen, the not being heard, the third timing, wow. I was gonna say third party and two timing. I'm sorry, these dogs, they're enjoying something outside, and I don't know if it's this conversation, but but anyway, God bless them. And so what Spirit is saying is, so you replace this void, this perception of having a void, with something that's just going to match your void. If you really wanted to be filled with something, you would have given up on this a long time ago. It's just like I said, if you really in the past, a past video, many people will stay with they'll accept in significant others things they wouldn't dare accept in someone else. If you say, hey Jay, I want to put some money aside as a down payment for this car, can you contribute? And I'm out here like, oh yeah, let me contribute, because we're both going to be using it, right? Yeah, we're both going to be using it, and then I'll give you half and you take half, right? If I'm not trying to cough up half, you're going to be like, wait a minute, and you're going to start thinking I'm not being fair and this and that. But let the roles be switched, and now you are trying to do this with a partner of yours, like somebody you're trying to date, and this partner is like, oh baby, I love you, but I can only give like $200 to this $10,000 down payment. Like I'm not balling like you, or like, the way my bank account's set up, you know what I mean? And you're all about it. You're like, okay, well, don't worry, don't even, this, I'm doing this for us. But that you were just trying to cut my throat when I was, as your best friend, trying to go half, like, so you see, you will accept in people what you think is okay, long story short. And so you think you want to have somebody to love you, but you don't. You're working with a void, and you have a belief in scarcity. So you're going to go out there and then fill that same scarcity belief with somebody who's going to give you nothing. Because the real person who, if he really stepped to you and started giving you something, was about something, you would dash him so fast. Oh, he's boring, he's a simp, he's a somebody, he's a munch, whatever people are saying these days, right? And he's too nice, he loves his mother. Like all of a sudden you start naming things that it's like, don't you want that? Like, right? I don't know, he's just not my type. Like, what are you talking about? Did you see his what is it, FICO score? I mean, like, that's a type, that's a love language. Somebody, right? So long story short, all jokes aside, if this is you may want to revisit what it is that you think you are wanting for yourself, because this isn't it. You may want this, but a part of you is very much in toxic energy. Otherwise, energetically speaking, you would be noticing some of these signs. How is this person having all of this? Look at this. All these things just fell out. This is crazy. Okay. And the first card, just as I said, I was saying temptation, this card popped up. So this is enough, right? I can't even say enough, just enough. Like, this is enough. N-U-F-F. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Wow. Okay. You know, part of me is like, dude, why are we doing this love reading? Like, what are we doing? I want to get to the other readings. But, you know, yes, we're all taking care of each other. And this is some of our members, some of our community members are here with this. I'm getting banking woes. Ooh, okay. Banking woes. This card's coming out again. Revelations. 40 minutes, 4 seconds, 4004. Let's see you. Vulnerability. Some of you may have played your hand. This first of all, I love this card. I'm so romanced. I'm so easily romanced, okay? This card is just sending me places. And I'm not even getting a negative feeling on this card, to be honest. This is a lovely card. It does not give me negative vibes at all. This is giving me a little bit of something. But some of you may have endorsed somebody, I'm getting, or sponsored somebody. This could be in the career space. I'm getting banking. I'm seeing love as surreally. Wow, 40 minutes, 44 seconds, 444. I surreally, like, this is very supreme. This is like said in a way like supremely. This is surreally surrounded by love. So some of you may actually have come into some type of union with somebody who's going to be helping you, but actually it felt like you were helping them, but vice versa. It doesn't matter, right? This is founded upon love. I think this is a divine escapade is what I'm getting. Now, 41 minutes, 15 seconds, 4115. I thought about the word, Janelle Bean, thought about the word escape when I said it, but that's not the word that they were saying. They were saying escapade to show that this is something beyond, right? So it's not something that's real, it's surreal. This is not something that you're escaping, and it's an escapade. 41 minutes, 41 seconds. This feels nice. 41 minutes, 44 seconds, right? And so I'm like, why are we having this here? It's almost like they're saying many have tried and many have failed. So I'm just dying to see what these two cards are. I'm getting the bell is tolling. I'm hearing ding, ding. The bell is tolling here. And the first card we have is time out. Wow. Water flight. Oh, okay. This is so, oh my gosh, 42 minutes, 11 seconds. Let's talk about it. 6:11. Didn't I say soulmates? Come on. Didn't we say soulmates? Remember I was like, is soulmates next? This feels a bit like it. Now, but there's a little bit of a reference to the twins as well with the timeout. But let's talk about this energy. I said, oh, because it gave me this feeling like a little girl, super cute, like 4 to 5 years old. 3, maybe, 4 to 5 years old, just loving her little stuffed toy, just loving, like the kind where she walks through the house and she's always holding it and snuggling it, and when she's sad and she's holding it, and I'm tired, and she's rubbing her eyes and she's snuggling this thing. Very cute. But listen, little homie's been holding on to this cute little like toy for a minute now. It's time to give it a washing. But you know the tears are going to come, and part of you wants to just do it while she's sleeping and move the hand and take the toy, wash it at night and bring it back, right? But maybe you don't have time for that, and so you're like, hey honey, we have to give your little toy a bath and your little raccoon a bath. Cute, right? I had a toy raccoon when I was younger. His name was Raccoony, but that's another story, and I wasn't as young as we all hope I was, but anyway, whatever. Right? And then she's gonna be all in tears because no, he's mine and we're together, and like, why? And it's because he's dirty. And so this is the energy I'm getting. 43 minutes, 43 seconds, turning to 44. This is togetherness. This is very nice. This couple, whoever this is for, if it's you guys, I don't know, but I'm just being a good steward here. And now they're saying time out, and here she is all alone. But what I'm seeing here is these cute little whales, they're swimming through her, and it's like they're cleaning her. So whatever is going on here, 44 minutes, 11 seconds, I loathe to say it as somebody who is over-identifying with you guys right now, but this is for your own good. 44 minutes, 22 seconds. There are things that you're not seeing right now that will create, I want to say a rupture, but I'm not getting this union as being threatened because, what God has brought together, right? What are we doing? We can't set it asunder. No man can, right? But that being said, it's for the best right now to go through this clearing energy, and they're saying clearing mark. So somebody here may have a mark on them, is what I'm getting. As I'm saying that, I'm seeing my little eye light up right here, like give me like the eye, like somebody may have a mark here, and it has to be cleaned up. It's just to clean it up so that we can get you back together. Because I'll tell you, this is I'm reading at a higher level here, so we're talking about energy dynamics, but let's get down to this lower here, to this kind of physical world dimension, 3D, whatever. So the details. So how would this dynamic play out down here? For example, if you are having this kind of energy that needs to be cleared up, you're not going to be seeing your partner well. And then we have another kind of story coming out where it would be like, oh, I do love him and we do love each other, but I just can't get over how he's putting his job before me, and we were partners going into this, and now he's overworking and this and that, and he's like bleeding out trying to tell you, I do love you, but I'm working these extra shifts for us. And as we discussed 2 weeks ago, if we go at it and we give it our all for 2 years, we're going to be able to make the down payment for whatever, I don't know, for this house, and then we'll be set for the next decade. Can't you work with me? Me taking these extra hours does not mean I don't love you. You have attachment issues, baby. You gotta work on it. I'm not going anywhere. I'm in this. This is this energy. This is an example of how that would play out in the physical. But as up here, we see this as an energy dynamic, as really a great connection, but there's a mark on you, whoever this is, and this is the attachment issues, the abandonment issues that you have to get cleared up, for example, so that you get out of your way in your relationship. Because of course it's going to be you bringing this asunder or whatever. And so that's why Spirit is saying you will be back together in no time. I'm getting 4 months tops for somebody. Somebody here is like, no, but they said it would be 8 months. And I don't know, is somebody shipping away for the military, or is someone taking work elsewhere for the next 8, and you were told for the next 8 months. I'm getting it's only going to be 4 months, number one. And number two, it doesn't matter what the details are, your task is to focus on you. Okay, if this person is a lawyer, for example, and they're going to have a major case that is slated to be done over an 8-month period, I'm seeing it's going to be only 4-month period, 4 months after all. It's going to be settled, or the trial is going to go quickly, or I don't know. And so yes, for right now, he's going to be having to sleep at the office all the time, 4 days out of 7, and because he's embroiled in this major case and he's got a lot on the line, or vice versa, she, doesn't matter, right? And it's just temporary, but it doesn't matter how the separation comes. It may not even be like a for real separation, like we're breaking up, although it could be, who knows, it could be just something like that, right? But the point is, you have to get clear. There's a clearing that you need to do. Oh, when I said there's a clearing that you need to do, I'm getting that Spirit is going to direct you. If this is your group, they're going to direct you to some type of clearing. And I'm getting managerial. That means something. I don't know if that's to help you identify who you are or just what. Or if that's part of a course. This is part of a course or something. But I'm getting that Spirit is going to direct you to this clearing. Could be online for free, or maybe they'll send you somewhere to a shaman, or to, I'm getting a peacemaker, somebody to get this healing work done for you. Okay, Spirit is saying, if you need be, buy yourself a ring. They're saying buy yourself a ring to remind yourself as a promise ring, like this is just temporary, this is just temporary. And if you and this person, whoever this is, you're together on this and you understand both, why don't you both buy promise rings and just remember, anytime you start getting that antsy energy, like, no, let me go back to the ring that I'm, wherever you put your ring, and this is just temporary. This is what the guides are saying, because it really, really is. I'm just getting 4 months tops. Okay, any hoodles. I hope that helps. God bless. Okay. Oh, no wonder they're like that's why we were pointing at the heart today. I was like, oh, okay. All right. So thank you so much. Any more merms? Do you guys want to say anything? Aw. Farewell. They're saying farewell, but for the moon here, get rid of the fears. They just keep saying you're in this together. You're in this together. So wow. That's beautiful. And you're in this together. And part of me is like, well, could this be about somebody that you haven't met yet? Oh, stop it. First of all, this card is so hot. Okay, my bad. It's been a while, but not that long, but maybe. But anyway, whatever. He's cute. But going back to the story, come on, the masculine. I was gonna say, could this be someone that you haven't met yet, but you feel this person? That's why I was feeling it was kind of edging into some of the twin group that I was feeling a little bit late earlier, because this felt, but this would be the twin group that for sure is gonna be connected, and a lot of you are probably already connected with this person. But that's what I was just asking, could it be somebody that, you know, you're not connected with yet physically, but I don't know, but I'm getting a library energy with this person. Let me just go ahead and double take. Okay, this is now getting into a 4th category. Okay, so we're done with that one. There's somebody here, they're like, quick. Yeah, and now here. Somebody here is, you guys, somebody here is asking about somebody that you've just met, right? You're having second thoughts about someone that you just met, because you're probably like, is this person for real? Now I just want to take a pause, because notice we're saying masculine, so, and we are doing a lot of love readings today, it seems like, but for some of you this may be about your career, somebody that you met for business purposes. It could be a new friend or whatever. You can, you know, place it however you need, but this other person will most likely have a masculine energy to them. Male, female, gender non-conforming, does not matter, right? But anyway, so, but whoever you are, the viewer, you may be asking about somebody that you just met. For some of you, I gotta be honest, you may have met at a party. I'm getting a rave for some of you. It doesn't have to be. For some of you, drugs and alcohol may have been involved here, is what I'm getting. I would say to watch this person, because I'm a little bit concerned that he's not seeing me watching him, but yet on his chest it looks like a little bit of an eye is there, but he should be seeing me. So this is somebody who, yes, has the potential to be something, but there's drug use here is too much, okay, to be honest. And it's almost like this eye is just all over the place. It's looking at me, but it's looking right through me, because he's not with it. He's not awake, okay? Now, if this is somebody, if this reading is vibing with you, but you're like, but my guy or this person, male, female, gender non-conforming, whatever, doesn't do drugs and whatever, then this is speaking to his or her, or lack of awakening, right? There's a gauze, almost like a gauze over the eyes. They're not seeing clearly. And I do see substance abuse there. I also see a lineage there. This person has a lot of generational karma. Hey, welcome to the group. We all do, right? A lot of us are doing heavy generational work. My throat just kind of wobbled there. But this is somebody who is also over-identifying with the dark. I would watch that, because if this is someone who's over-identifying with the dark, that means that this person is reflecting back to you and a part of you, a shadow part of you that is active right now, that is also in the dark, so to speak, or being attracted to that energy. Notice how this person around them, they've got a lot. It's almost like metal, so they've got a lot of, and look at this, it doesn't even look like water anymore. It looks like metal, or it looks like a bas relief, or it could even look like mercury, right? So this is somebody who, elementally speaking, is probably, and it's like, it's dry. There's a lot of dry energy there. So you're asking me, because you see the light here, just swim up to the surface, but you've got this thing down here that you saw, keyword down here, that you saw, and you're like, is this the one? Interesting, I said keyword and there's a key, because you're like, just say the word. Is this the guy? Then we're in the realm of a personal reading, but sometimes these readings really feel almost personal. If I were a betting gal, I would say no, he's not. And it's almost like you're like, oh, that's fine. And you know that because you see how your hair is even shining with the light of up here. You're already in the know. You know this, but you want to hear someone else say it. And I feel that I like at least seeing this key here, because there's a part of you that is like, I'm not going to just give my key away, so to speak, but I do want to call your attention to your ways right now, because this reading's about you and not this person, right? Your ways. Look at your key. I want to see a golden key, not a black key here. And we all know black is beautiful, woo woo, right? But in this context, you're getting someone in the shadow because you're carrying a shadow key. And so this is shadow work. This is you needing to be clear about what it is that you would actually like to move towards, because right now you wanted to move towards this energy. That's why it came in. It's reflecting a part of you that's active. But you did a good thing in noticing what's come back to you and then asking, is that what I want? 55 minutes, 44 seconds. And when you realize what this person represents, then you ask, is that what I want to align with? And if the answer is no, then you recognize the inner work that needs to be done in order to shift this energetic frequency that you're giving out. And you do that by raising your vibration and moving through, right? Thank you, guys. But if you are in a lower frequency and not really about being that authentic with yourself, but you are being authentic with yourself, if you are not in your integrity and you're being inauthentic with yourself, you would probably not do all of that. You would probably just split off with this person, or you may be like, oh, okay, no, he's not good. Okay, I'll move on for somebody else, but not do the inner work, not realizing that, oh, it was me. And I pulled this person in, and not stopping and observing if that's what you want to align with. And then on top of that, once you make your decision that it's not what you want to align with, you wouldn't have made those steps, or even more, you would be like, I don't care, I'll align for a little bit, right? So the point is, I like what I'm seeing. I like how you're handling this situation. But I in the wise words of our boy Randy Jackson, it's a no for me, dog, So yeah. But that being said, this card is hot still, but the hotness kind of changed when we felt into the energy. No shade. Okay, so that's a group that we have there. Anybody else have any questions about love? You know what? If you have any questions about love, I'll if you want, because I'm feeling it. I'm seeing a rose out of the corner of my eye. If you're curious, I'll answer one question per person. You can hit the comments. You can ask the question in the comments, whichever box, whatever platform. If it's on YouTube, you can ask your one question there. If it's on Instagram, you can ask your one question there. Or if you'd prefer to be more private, which a lot of people tend to do, which I don't care either way, 57 minutes, 57 seconds, you can DM me, and I'll just, you can ask me a question about one question about one person. And that'll be fun, right? And of course, if you want to order a reading, that's even better because it's paid. Who's this? I just got Marshmallow Man. Oh, God. No. What is this? No. Prince Eric. No, I'm kidding. I don't know who this is, but we'll put it right there. Look at this. Spirit's like, which one would you like to be? They're so funny. You want to be this person? Or you want to be this person? Oh my God. Whoa. Bedraggled. Okay. Bam. All right. So we're going to put that back there because God is good, but we don't know. And what's this? Yep. You are the decider. To quote Bush with that, right? You're the person making the decisions here. Oh, look at this. Seashell, divination, wisdom of shells, but all I'm hearing from here is consider yourself notified, okay? Consider yourself notified. That's it. You're notified now. You make the choice. All right, whenever the guides say consider yourself notified, I get a little nervous because I'm like, who the hell am I? But it's not me, it's them. I'm just giving you the message, right? And when they say consider yourself notified, that means in the karmic courts later, you've been notified, you have been served, you know this. This is no longer you operating from a place of not knowing. You know this, and now anything you do afterward is a, say it with me, choice. Okay, home, this has home all over it. Spirit's like, we talking to you, we're out here. Key to intimacy. They're like, you, oh, they're so funny. They're like, what did they just say? Oh my god, they said, oh, okay, they said something like, you asked, we answered. So what have you guys been asking? Because I know they're not talking to me, because I mean, anything more single than me is this card. But oh, this card's not single. Oh, my bad, I didn't know. Dang. Hashtag dragged. All right, let's go ahead and stop with all the tomfoolery. Oh, I just heard lightning, thunder, doo-doo-doo. The way you love me is, wait, what? Oh, thunder. Okay, whatever. Lightning, you get the point. But not the way you love me is frightening. This is now sounding like an ad. Not the way you love me is frightening, because if you do your work, then you won't be so crazy. Oh my god, they're so funny. Yeah, look at this. If you do your healing work, you won't be crazy, and so you won't be frightening to anybody. I love that. 1 hour, 1 minute, and 1 second. Oh my gosh. And that was a collective view. All right, so we're just going to take one more card at the bottom of the deck. Radical honesty. Wow, Spirit is out here. 1 hour, 1 minute, and 3 seconds. 13 seconds it was. They were like, we're not out here to play. We're out here to be honest with you. To believe in the facade is to suffocate in the armor of alienation, self-defeat, and self-denial. In other words, listen, if you want to lie to yourself, do you. But if we took the time to come down here to let you guys know what's going on and to read on what we're seeing in your relationships, then I mean, we did our part. And at the end of the day, your part is very simple. You choose what your experience is that you'd like to have. Would you like to be in a wave of power, ecstatic, you know, in your higher self, you're enlightened and gravitating towards relationships that mirror and match that energy? Or would you like to stay trapped and yearning for a sleeping person? I mean, they probably didn't use all those words, but in a nutshell. So thank you so much to our guides. Home and home. This is how we started and this is how we end. Spirit is coming through. Okay. God is good, right? So you asked and they answered. So thank you so much, you guys. If you'd like to work with me more personally, and of course with my guides, God bless, you know exactly where to find me. But you can always stay tuned for a lot of the free content that we have. And as always, make as you will with the messages that came through and do your best, okay? I will catch you later. Bye. Mwah. And the guides are saying bye. Bye.